Morning everyone, welcome to my first cooking video. Just ignore the hair, that went wrong. It was a self haircut and it just went completely wrong, so I just shaved it all off. So this is my take on a Victorian beef patty recipe. It's to make, otherwise, burgers. This is a recipe for 50 burgers with just 500 gram of lean mince. So let me pop you up here and I'll show you what I have. If I can get this thing sorted, I will master this one day. So, first of all, I've got my 500 gram of lean British beef mince, 20% fat. Then I've got a pound of breadcrumbs. There is also brioche in there as well, so there's that. Then there is finely diced scallions. Here we have 4 tomatoes and 4 mushrooms blended together. We have 2 large white onions. We have 2 eggs for binding. Then we have 3 good size gherkins, pickled gherkins. And then in this bowl we have 1 1/4 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of ground white pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. We have also got, which I will add later, a teaspoon of garlic butter, just to bring out the flavour a bit more. So the best thing really to start off with, which what I like to do, is get a good spoon and just start to break up the mince. Just so it's broken up a bit more, because you don't want to put all the at once. And after that, mix the onion in. Plenty of onion. Just move that to the side. I have washed my hands beforehand, if anybody was going to ask. Give the onion a bit of a mix in. I prefer to mix as I go, so to get it incorporated, and not, if you put it all in at once it goes all messy. I might have to use my hands afterwards, but I sometimes prefer not to. After that, we add the blended scallions, and I also got to say there's 2 pinches of rosemary in there as well. We will also add the diced gherkins. There's a mix. The reason I don't want to use my hands as much is with mince, with it being minced beef, you can transfer more bacteria when you do mince. It's not like a steak. A steak is solid, so but a mince is blended, so it's there's more chance for bacteria to go. So if you can use your hands less as possible, even though I have washed my hands, you're never 100% free from bacteria, so it's best if you can always use not your hands. Right, next I will add the pound of breadcrumbs in. It looks a lot, and it is a lot. Give that a good mix round. Now, it all depends on the size of your burger. I say this makes 50 burgers. It'll make 50 small burgers, thinly patted. I don't like thick burgers. I prefer them to be nice and thin. So then if you want 2 or 3 burgers, you can add them on top. Right, now I'm going to add my tomato and mushroom mix. It's quite a wet mix. I'm going to add my herbs and spices to the mix now. Let that away. So you just keep stirring until it's all combined. Yeah. Now I'm going to add my egg mixture. This is 2 medium eggs. This is just to bind it. You don't have to add eggs. You don't have to add eggs at all. You can just do it without, but I think it helps it. It brings it together. That's all nicely combined. Do that. Just rinse my hands. Clear that away a bit. Here I have pre-cut parchment sheets, because I'm going to freeze them, and they'll last up to about a week in the fridge, okay. But then if you freeze them, they'll last up to about 2 months. So they're for the individual patties. And all I'm going to do is form a small ball. In my hand, like that. Get a piece of paper lining parchment, pop it down like that, see? Get another piece, do exactly the same, form it down into a nice patty shape, another piece of parchment and stick it on top, like that, you see. Do one more just to show you. Ball, form it into a patty shape. Onto the top and place it down. Now once you've got a stack of about 5, I'll put a final piece of parchment around them and then put a cling wrap around them and put them into the freezer. As you can see, they're not massive burgers, but I prefer mine a bit smaller, and you can pat them out slightly when you put them in the frying pan. So that concludes my burger making section. I'm sorry I'm bending down, but like I say, I can't bring this camera to a different angle. So I hope you've all enjoyed. I'm not going to cook them today because they're going to be for during the week and for the month. So thank you all. I hope to see you all soon, and keep watching my videos. If you like, please hit that like button and subscribe. All the best. See you all later. Bye.